the mountains and lakes of northwest Arkansas to the river valley and the Ouachitas, bringing you the only local outdoor program in the area. Welcome to TV5's Arklahoma Outdoors.
Hello everyone, welcome to Arklahoma Outdoors. Robert and Bruce, and a big drawing tonight.
A really big drawing.
A really big drawing. Wino, big drawing. Yeah, we're going to give away the big weekend getaway from our friends at Outdoor Living Center, and boy, it's nice. Big motor home you get to have for a whole weekend.
Take the whole family.
You bet.
Lots of fun.
We're going to be giving that away a little bit later in the show, but we have an excellent for you until that time, don't we?
That's right. If you remember, back when the big FLW tournament was held at Beaver Lake, Robert, we had a chance to go out on a pre-tournament trip with an Arkansas native who moved off to California before he got into professional fishing.
That's right. Clifton Blanchett has been successful in high school and college sports, the military, private business, but now he has his sights set on fishing with some definite goals in mind.
Well, my goal, first of all, is to establish myself as a national pro, and I plan to do that in a number of ways. Both with my sponsors, both with the people in the community where I go. Everywhere I've gone on this tour, I've gotten nothing but love. You know, people have come to me from all walks of life, all races. You know, even being an African American coming back to the South and being born in the South, I had some reservation. But you know, I'm here to tell you, people I've ran into in this sport have been nothing but super. I have to give them nothing but great praise. I have nothing but friends here in Rogers. People have taken me out. People have taken me in their homes. You know, and so I really want to thank God for what He's allowed me to be able to do in this sport, you know, because I want to be an ambassador for the sport for all Americans, you know, not just black Americans, but, you know, all Americans, because I think this sport has transcended all racial and color barriers. And I think that when kids go out, I take a lot of kids out fishing with me when I go to a new town. Kids call me up when I leave and get pointers. I keep in contact with them. They watch my results on the internet. And so in the next 10 years, I want to be a national pro that have the respect of America. You know, I hope to have won the Classic in that time frame. I would like to have won a few FLW championships, maybe even the Angler of the Year. But I find that helping people and touching people and changing their lives, if I've changed some people, if I go to a tournament city, and if I've changed one person's life in that tour, then I've won. You know, I've won in my crusade to just help somebody better their lives. So that's basically where I see myself. I want to be viewed as a role model to a lot of these kids and adults even, you know, to say, hey, look, yeah, we got to work the 9 to 5, but if you prepare yourself, if you plan it, if you groom yourself, if you burn what I call the midnight oil, you know, you can change your life and do whatever you want to do. Here again, I think it's time that the outdoor industry included more of America into the sport. I think that the day of just predominantly white males being in the newspapers and on television is over. There's a lot of people that would like to get out in the sport, get out into the outdoors and enjoy it. And I really want to open that door and let these people know, hey, look, if you get out and do it, the help will come to you. Don't be afraid. You know, don't be afraid to go deer hunting and think you might get shot. You know, you can get shot walking down the street, you know. And I know a lot of people have fears of being out by themselves and somebody might jump me, somebody might kill me. But, you know, the outdoorsman isn't about that, you know. And I know a lot of them. I've ran into a lot of them. And as a pro, I have yet to run into anyone that said anything derogatory to me. So all I can say to America is, all Americans, get out of the house, get out, stop sitting at home on the weekends, take your kid out fishing, take them out hunting. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer, if kids knew what a gun could do to flesh, they would think twice before they turn it on a human being. Because myself as a kid, I grew up hunting. I grew up around guns, which I think is a good thing. as long as you understand what the capabilities of those weapons are. And they are weapons in one sense, and they're tools in another. It all depends on how you use it. If it's a weapon against man, it's a tool for the hunter. You know, just the same as a rod and reel is a tool for a bass pro. It could be a toy for a kid, you know. So it all depends on how you use it. And that's really what we need to focus on with the outdoors. I mean, we need to save it, we need to preserve it, and we need to enjoy it, because I think half of the stress that goes on in America could be eliminated if people just get out and enjoy the outdoors. Oh, got another one. That's a big one here. All right, see? See, they're getting bigger. And here again, a pattern within a pattern. Now, just in talking to you guys, do it right back out there. And they're not leaving. They're not going nowhere. But we're going to have to leave, or we're going to save these for the tournament, because I'm going to need them. So we're going to find another spot.